be their church in same much me viewers. Now kwa meshia ne da. Uza me be analysis me set me biases na. Baby me share no. I think on the 17th of August US embassy invited me.
Right.
Say election me talking about misinformation and disinformation. On the panel no ka ho.
Okay.
Uza me yali alumni. Ono say Mandela Washington fellow alumni.
Okay.
Inti na US government ahwe ye pen. Ti me call panel no ka ho. Later obo just by elections no or contestee bi.
Okay.
Or I think we deterred or something. Into by love of machine twice.
Okay.
That is my bias. The research no minimum here. Men can researchers no. And one and I mean say connected team no. One connected team.
Yeah.
Can team no. Almost share. But that means trusted sources. No say about politicians no move. Now my friend I'm say doc. Yes why I research you didn't know so you my say or your 9 minutes video be my heading na ba kwa na brof no obi o tan French ne as na brof no mu dududo nti me yan am so ma me church ni nyina na me church friend for meche di nti no say Kennedy Agyapong NPP primaries no obewi no akwa let's go into the research.
Right.
Research no enie. Oh, why is my screen Francis? That's my screen no. Okay, I think that's working now. Akwa na methodology o use here no o say per documents onyaye no NPP delegate structure no I some 203,562 of a sample size of 10%. Now what can the chairman says anipa over 200,000 no o yi 10% crime finance chichemu du beboa and what they research no but oma unresponding to research no akokwa ebiomo number na what document ne so no nya papa any ade no na 25% omo me 5,126 akokwa say could not engage at the time of the core field work ebiomo ehum any ade enumerators nyina we na ye niam omo ye yom de research no
Right.
na akokwa owi no beka say oye wi e fe no worst case scenario akokwa ne etie ne say worst case scenario no beso che ne say it is likely at the most difficult situation for each candidate. Just say muya dem pa nipa 5 no ma yo muti no Kennedy onye Agyapong Dr. Mamobamia Dr. Brian Echampo Dr. Educhum Kwabena Agyapong muya dem pa ni obenya no any worst case scenario no.
Okay.
Say emu anya dem na all factors hold constant the best case scenario no so dey buy now kwa no kan say because incophobia eya undecided na be respond no. So we break away from the leading candidate and as we jira baby we jira so we undisclosed undecided that and no any worst case scenario no I go what here my big friend my candidate or say worst case scenario no na assumption say nipa na undecided undisclosed no so we jira baby we jira na and say omu twem for leading candidate no ho and on the worst case scenario.
Okay.
Best case scenario ne say it assumes undecided voters will mostly support the leading candidate. Right. So that is the opposite of what? The worst case scenario.
Okay.
And we'll say, it is like imagine everything goes right for that candidate. It's the best case scenario in this case favors more Kennedy Agyapong because the conclusion of the poll is on no winning. Now let's go into the poll. Our worst case scenario no here no. And let's not forget the catch also offer 10% of the larger polling executive on as a register no, which is 203,562 and offer 10%, but out of the 10% a quarter which is 25% they don't respond. That when the TN say research and somebody responding in 20,000 no. My updating the phone to how many so.
Right. When
you pick your calculator and you do the math, it means that those are offer nipa 20,356. Nipa responded 5,120. Nipa responded 15,230.
Yeah.
But he extrapolated. You can't really say extrapolated the beer or chini and represented this entire population. How about I say? Makoye HIV/AIDS tests research. Ewo furikrum. Me eno furikrum municipal. But my conclusions in me chim to represent the 42 MMDAs in Ashanti region. And I said the 47 constituencies in Ashanti. What I say? So I pick my data in the furikrum, but I'm extrapolating. It will not be a perfect example.
Yes, nipa no doso.
Yes.
But the where you be
yes.
Where you kakra bi
yes. And I be on feedback no.
Ejina homa nipa.
Yes. In fact, okay, the detail of the ina.
Okay.
Or as we say, all the regions are homogeneous.
Okay.
ya kase bibi homogeneous asana ni nyina ate ensuring that the same which may not be the case woko esi nyina me me achini what I say me fi achima buakwa ya okowu kowufo adwenku achima buakwa fo adwenku oba esi nyina ya the provinces ya amanse me boa ya wo adanse me boa ya wasante achem so ba wa zuni say all these blocks think the same homogeneous which may not be the case akoko kan the research na it is a limitation he admit say be do so ntina man farmer no but when you research there's a limitation what I say the limitation no admit say sa scenario no ne sa extrapolation awon it may not be the case okay so let's go worst case scenario no see NPP to about as at August kwenti ni amanfo bi atemo mon kan research na sa nuance way research no ye August. So this research is a snapshot of microphone no sign as at August 2025. And I go the election the table say baby dynamics here then. Esesa. So ano enya teni kwa brands na akokwa me dem share da mizimu no. Just go Dr. Banzia. At the age me sure we 40 or good credentials. So you pick the data and akokwa dey review on the summary me be chiro. It was say or share the worst case scenario now, Kennedy Agyapong benya 40.73%. Dr. Mobile benya 39%.
Right.
Brian Champo benya 11%. Yawa say between benya 2%. Kana Kennedy Agyapong benya 0.34%. Only side near 5%. Akokwa nim. Osan chire mu say among for me nim nto benya side. Akokwa say, o kan no na yi na say because or yeah approximation decimal no running out of figures or add the numbers so it may be more than 100 that doesn't mean the data is wrong because I go running up numbers I go back to can't say it's a running up that doesn't mean the data is wrong of course best case scenario no Kennedy even 51.49%. I think say 50 plus 1. But why be in the best when 50 plus 1? Okay, that's simple majority, right? And about maybe 31.26%. What is interesting is that when you look at the worst case scenario, Bamia performs better. When you hold all factors constant, in the best case scenario, where the undecided, ever leading candidate in a fan, Kennedy enjoy a whopping 10% increase. It may say or a past executive. Ultimately, Castle Mekosi is an microphone. To about their campaign, this is the first thing for you. Those who are saying they won't talk, why won't they talk? If they spoke in 2024, why are they deciding not to speak in 2025? You must watch it.
Okay.
This is my first pick from the data. Nakokwa, in absolute terms. Worst case scenario, no. Kennedy ebenya 84,937 votes. Na Bawumia na 79,570 akokwa omufencho mo tre no maka ne mami yom mfrim. Sane enwa. The best case scenario ni Kennedy benya 104,807. Na the time ubara akokwa yade. From the worst case scenario 79,570 reduced to 63,638. Very curious data. Yankoso. Owiye no ana we na the best case scenario na no cheche man akokwa. This is the summary of it say. As at August or na research there. Holding all factors constant. Omo so mu decide e mu decide. Omo so mu disclose we be omo talk omo disclose no. Kennedy ebenya 51%. Right. Omo ye undecided so omo nka ba bi omo beko. Omo ye disclose omo nyankasa no. Worst case scenario ni Kennedy ebenya 42%.
Okay.
Personally, I've said I feel that Bawumia will win marginally. That's my view. But this is data. It is not for me to attack the data. It is for me to interpret the data and make my own subjective analysis. Make us say Bawumia will lead. It's a subjective analysis, not based on any data. But this is a qualitative approach. When the data, we're not using extrapolated totals. Watching and representing the entire delegate structure of the NPP. Now, only no be regional dynamics. And I like to do this exercise with you.
Okay.
Because I may be a SWOT analysis of all the 5 candidates. This side of the data no seem to confirm the SWOT analysis I did.
Okay.
This is the worst case scenario, and this is the best case scenario. I say the worst case scenario no Dr. Mubamia wini 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the 16 regions. Which region? The 5 northern regions. Owini Oti region. A bit of the Oti region. Owini Bono Ahafo. Kennedy wini 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Right.
Volta, Greater Accra, Central, Western North, Ahafo, Ashanti, and I think say Ahani Blue East. Then Dr. Brian Champion will win the Eastern region.
Okay.
This is the worst case scenario. The best case scenario, no, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia still holds the 5 northern regions, but loses the Oti region.
Yeah.
Loses the Bona Half region. So Kennedy then takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the 16 regions. Bawumia takes the 5 northern regions. Dr. Brian Champion maintains the eastern region.
Right.
You tell me say a bit close, no? I wish if they can project the worst case scenario, me slide, no, I should have given it to him. Let me try and okay. I got the NPP got to the last primary, no.
Yeah.
Kennedy only 2 regions, the Volta region and the Central region.
Right.
According to Dr. Evans Dia, the best case scenario, no, Bawumia wins all the 5 northern regions, right? Then the worst case, the best case, we need the 5 northern regions. For the worst case scenario, no, we need Bono Hafo and also, which is Bono region and also Bono Oti region, right? Plus the 5 northern regions. I'm going to try there. Kennedy wins Greater Accra. In the last round, I'm going to look at the votes. Kennedy won about 11,000, but Bawumia won 22,000 in Ashanti region. That was a bit of a gap. Right. But I share the other regions now. Except few areas. So you see, data is very interesting.
Right.
How quite had there. When you pick the Bono Half region, you'll be able to make it say the Bono East area is more of a settler community.
Okay.
Where you have a lot of our northern brothers living there. Techiman, Yeji, Sini East, Sini West, Pru East, Pru West, Atebubu Mountain, those areas, because I want to do my enche.
Okay.
You see those issues, you know. Look at it. The gap is still by why 1,500 against 5,400. Central region, the gap was about 4,700. But when you come to the Greater Accra region, which for me is one of the ways you can test the pulse of the country when it comes to elections. Look at the gap between Dr. Mubamia and Kennedy. The actuals, 2024 November, no, the difference was just about what? Less than 2,000.
Right.
Less than 2,000. But when you go to the northern regions, why I say that the data mimics closely to this, northern, look at the gap, big gap. Right. Upper East, big gap. Upper West, big gap. Then if a northern region, the northern northeast, and because that's his home region, right? Savannah, Savannah, pretty big gap, right? Because the difference is about 1,600. Also Musa, so there's big gap. Sure. But what had there? Oti region, Bawumia won. In the case, say Bawumia really in the worst case scenario, it's not anything. But Kennedy won in Volta.
Okay.
So is it possible to say the influence in Volta will flip Oti? It's possible. Right. Apart from Ashanti region that voted massively for Dr. Mubamia and the northern regions, it seems that almost every other area and also the eastern region, the numbers were pretty close. For example, Ocean Western region, the difference was about 2,000 something. Ocean Western North region, the difference was about 1,000. Okay. It's pretty close. Right. That is why I'm on the firm belief say the 37% Kennedy got, he will get more than that. He will get more than that. I don't think Bawumia will maintain the 61%. I don't think so. I think he will reduce. Okay. I think he will reduce. Right. Kennedy will rather gain. But I think Bawumia will win marginally. And that will mean that everybody in this race is important. And what this simply says is that sa nyama mo tuma ne mo ho no akokwa man hwe yi a e ba affect the NPP party. Because akokwa Ibrahim Echamo's influence in the eastern region is huge. You certainly need the eastern region to win the general election. If Eritre's strength the Ashanti region, you need a big strength to win the election. So every single body or every single person, in this contest is very, very important, and they must check the words they say against each other. The thing I make us research no church they must see. Kennedy is strong in the central, Greater Accra, Volta, and Ashanti. DMB strong in northern, northeast, and upper west. Eastern be the base, but limited nationally. How can they name say champion limited nationally? Kabine Agyapong ne edutum. Or say then symbolic influence. Then the South, 40% of delegates decisive advantage. Right. Agyapong said the South and the day only decide more.
Okay.
You get it?
Right.
Now, my mama idea is see you. Yes, I'll wrap up. This one. I'll wrap up for you. I'll say Kennedy Agyapong leads across all scenarios. The West being 41, the best being 52. But I'm second of the West being 31. No, the best being 39, the West being 31, anchored in the northern regions.
Okay.
Brian, some can see, but I think some chanka okay, be on a reporting must say the numbers. I mean, coach, ma'am, just give me time. I mean, coach, very important just to wrap up my conversation.
Right.
Okay, and that's what I've always said. The polls are to me like bikinis or bear you the same bikini, and you be now.
Yeah.
Okay, be on the research, and I want to just quote it for people or say numbers tell us who is ahead. Strategy decides who stays ahead.
Sure.
Abantieno. Or send an August post or ye me na me ni ho.
Which is in line with Yensu post.
Yes, when it's
definitely. Your friend Crawford Ken was still ahead of Amanfudi Atema.
Yes,
but we still did it. They can say things can change.
Exactly.
Just like he's saying.
Because I go Crawford Baumia from.
Yeah.
So about 3 days me sure say bia the world be see from and now for research they be something in there no e be koso kakra because oba e bia dokodoko de bia ko baabi e bia sem de bia ko baabi e bia rechiche sem bia ko baabi akoko atase e bia ni mo be chichi no bi ntina se afi no watena se. So polls are not static. They are living organisms. Sure. They live within the month it was that, which is August. September so you pick the data. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Everyone also it doesn't make sense to me. I don't quite say. Yeah. But it's not sacrosanct. So pick the lessons and work at it. We do this here next week.
Madam, see you say to the fact checker and our training can Nhyira 104.5.